When I'm discussing their proposed arrangements with new clients, trusts and trust arrangements, I often find that a lot of them are under a misapprehension that the trust that they set up when they die for their child with special needs will only live for 21 years, which of course limits the value of the trust if the child is young. And I have to explain to them that there is no 21-year lifespan of a trust. It does not live for 21 years. It could, in fact, live in perpetuity, which of course is a problem. And that leads us to the two 21-year rules, which have led people to believe the trust may have a lifespan of 21 years. The first rule is the provincial rule against perpetuities. And what it does is it provides that the trust must, if it does not disperse any income, not capital, but income, if it does not disperse income for 21 years, it must then commence distributing income. Now, of course, in practice, this won't happen because the purpose of the trust is to provide for the child. The second rule is the federal 21-year rule, which provides that if the trust owned a capital property, a rental property, a stock, company stock, that after 21 years, every 21 years, the capital asset is deemed to be disposed of. If there's a capital gain, then there are taxable capital gains, and there's taxes payable. So what happens is, if the trust did have such a capital asset, it could decide, just prior to the 21 years, to roll the asset out to the beneficiary, and it would roll out at the old adjusted cost base. It would not trigger capital gains, and it would then be in the hands personally of the beneficiary, and it would not be either truly disposed of or deemed to be disposed of until their death. But if that's the case, if that was the main asset of that trust, then of course you would close the trust. You have no further need for it. And this can happen. And so for that reason, some people have come to understand that the trust has a 21-year lifespan. But of course, that's not truly the case. So if anyone has any further questions about that, I'd be happy to send them more information. But I'm hopeful that this video will allow me to explain this to the many clients that ask about this without having to continue to repeat it over and over again.